So in this video, I just wanted to walk you through 99 Designs briefly, since that is a platform that I do recommend as a good option to create your brand's visual identity. They work with like vetted designers, so they control, the quality of the people who are working on your brand. There's a bit more support on this platform than some of the others. Like you have your phone number you can call if there's an issue. There's like money back guarantee. You have a few things that makes this, a little bit like easier and safer for you if you're new and this is the first time you do it. On the other hand, it's a little bit more expensive than working on some of the other platforms, but it makes it a little bit more easy for you to work with. So it is a good option if you're new to this and you want a simple way to get your brands, in particular your brand's visual identity created, but you can create any type of design work using this service really. So there's two ways you can work with 99 Design. Either you like find a specific designer, or you start what they call a contest, which means like you provide your brief for what you want, and then multiple designers can get back to you with different ideas and suggestions on what, on your brand identity. Or on whatever you're briefing, different design ideas. So that can also, open up things that you didn't think about and so on, because you get more ideas provided when you do a competition. And then when you kind of find the one that you're happy with, you select that and you refine your work with that specific designer. So you have two ways to go. Either you find a specific one, which could be good if you want to do something very specific and you want to have, it's maybe some more complexities and you want to make sure that the one that you hire really have the qualifications for doing it. But let's say you're creating your visual identity, then a competition could be good. So let's do that in this example. So to get that started, we can go to categories. You can also search for the type of work that you want to do, but let's go to categories now. And you'll see like all the different type of work you can do. It's all centered around design, website design, app design, product design, illustrations, posters, all the kind of design works that you can order on the platform. Like what we will do here, and what I also recommend you use this platform for, is to kind of get your visual identity and your brand identity package created. And that's also one of their most popular services. And as you can see, pricing starts from $600 is what it's saying here. In my experience, you will pay more than that. You can hire and get work created at $600 for a brand identity pack. But if you want to have the high quality designers on your, the high quality designers working on your brand, you will need to bump that up a bit. So that's a decision that you ultimately will need to take. What you want to pay to get the work done. But let's go through the process and you'll see, how that works. So if we select the brand identity pack, here you have the option to start a contest, which means that multiple designers will be shipping in and coming with ideas for what your brand identity could look like, and then you pick and refine the project that you want. So what you would do is just you go start a contest. You will then start basically the briefing process. We've already done some work on that, so that should make this easier for you. It's just that we now need to follow kind of 99 Designs format of how they want the brief to be passed. But a lot of it will be translated from what we've already worked through. So the first step is kind of to provide some perspective on designs that you like, and that's just so that designers kind of get a feel for the direction that you're going in. So what you can do is just like select a few designs that you like. Obviously this will not be like specific to your type of business if you're a hair salon and so on, but it's just more to give an idea on the style you like. So let's just go through. We can click select a few designs that we think is kind of in the direction of the brand that we want. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this now. This might not be the most clear brief, but let's say that's the type of look and feel that we want for the brand. So that's more to kind of give some perspective in terms of look and feel. Then we go continue. Then you will select your brand's style. So this is just like 99 Designs way of articulating your brand character, which you hopefully have done as part of the brand strategy workshops. So now you just need to kind of describe your brand character using, the tools that you have on here. So, are you a modern brand? Maybe we say we're a classic brand. We're a mature brand. Yes, let's say we're feminine. We're very feminine, and then sophisticated. We want to be luxurious. we want to go into the organic direction, and we want, you know, what we do to look like abstract versus literal. So obviously this is not, you know, a perfect description of your brand's character, but it's like using their standardized way of communicating that. So hopefully you can translate your brand character into this framework if you're using 99 Designs. And then we'll go to the next step. So if you already have a color palette or kind of a color direction, you choose that here. If not, you'll just let the designer choose. But let's say we want to do light neutrals. And then you will fill out your details. I actually already have an account, but let's do. So we do that. Your English. You will provide a bit of background information. So obviously what the name is of your salon. So in my case, we will just call it the salon business. Do you have a slogan? You can incorporate that. And then you have some room to describe a bit more about your organization, its target audience, and so on, which are things that you will have created as part of your brand strategy. So, you know, use that. You know, you have your, you know, you see the example here. What do we sell? What do we offer? Which essentially is your proposition, right? From your brand strategy, your target audience. That is something that you already have. So you can use this field to kind of populate that with your brand strategy, or, you know, what we went through and when we talked about what you should have in your brief. This is a good place to include that information. You can specify the industry that you're in. I'm guessing for most of you it would be cosmetics and beauty. I think you also have spa and aesthetics, for example. So let's go with cosmetics and beauty in this case. And we're not going to fill all that out. What you can do also is provide additional information. So if you have, especially if you kind of did the exercise of going on Behance or, you know, Pinterest or some other inspiration platform to find kind of like, okay, this is the direction that I want to go with. Here's the place where you would kind of upload examples of things that you like, or if you have sketches or something like that, to kind of give the designer a little bit more to work with. And obviously, as you know, you the more clear your brief is, the better work you will get. So this can be a good idea here to get kind of the result really focused on the direction that you want by filling out this information, which I will not bother with right now. But that is something that you should already have from the previous lessons. Okay. Then we go continue. And now you will select what package do you want. And as I mentioned before, so you have the base package, which certainly should give you good quality designs. You also have a money back guarantee when you use 99 Designs. So if you're not happy, you can, you know, decide not to pay for it. So this is really a decision you need to make based on the budget that you have. Naturally, you know, the bigger budget you go with, the better designers you get. I would say that is the bigger benefit of doing that. Is also a, you know, higher designer price, and more designers will be interested in taking on your projects and to doing something. So it's really a decision you need to make, you know, what you will go with. Let's say we select the gold one, which is the recommended one. Then you need to give your contest a title. So let's go with Hair Salon Brand Identity, if that's what we're doing. Ideally, you want to be like descriptive, right? So the designers who see this, when this pops up to them, that they immediately understand, you know, what this is about, so that they can pick your project. Do you want a consultant to support you? I haven't actually used that feature, so, you know, I believe it's more of a kind of an add-on sale for them to drive up the value. So I don't know, but if you find that would be something that is helpful, I wouldn't really know about that one. So that's something that you can choose to do. You can also do some other things like opt out of the money back guarantee. This is kind of to give more reassurance to the designers that you will follow through on the project. I haven't used that one either. I think it's good that you have your money back guarantee still there. If you're getting the result and you're not happy, you know, you want to be able to back out. So that would probably still be my recommendation. I mean, they have some arguments here for why that would be good. If you want to keep it private because of, you don't want other people to be able to see what's going on, you can choose to do that. And then your timeline. So, when do you need the work by? If you need it faster than the standard, you will need to pay more. But, so that's a decision that you will need to decide on. I would probably leave it at standard if you can. And then you will need to sign up in order to provide the brief. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. And then you basically enter your detail, the total that you will pay, answer a bit of questions about who you are. We don't need to talk through that. And that's it. And then you go continue to enter your credit card details, which, I don't need to go through now, but that's the last step. So really, that's how you work with 99 Designs. As you can see, it's quite simple. It's very simple, right? You just go through. You don't need to do a lot of research and looking at different designers and so on. You just specify what it is that you want. You get designs and ideas provided to you. You can select the one that you want to proceed with and to refine, to then land on a design that you're happy with. And you do have your money back guarantee if you wouldn't be happy. So I would say this is the easiest way to do this and to get good quality work created. And naturally, after you have selected the design that you were happy with and you're refining that, you will be able to work with that designer in the future if you want to suddenly create some other, you want to create a poster, or you want to create some other design material of your brand identity. Then you can continue to work with that designer afterwards as well, which is helpful. So that's just briefly on 99 Designs. As you can see, it's really straightforward. So that's a good option for you. We will look at an alternative as well in the upcoming video. But again, this is probably the one I would recommend if you feel that you want kind of the security, ease of use, and you're okay with paying a little bit more to have that. This is probably the platform that I would be recommending you to use.